Welcome back to the show court for the Open Men's Grand Final.
Obviously.
Michael Hutchinson here with you for the match. Sitting alongside me is New South Wales Swifts mid-quarter, Paige Hadley. Paige, thanks for joining us again.
I'm excited to be here. I'm a little bit nervous about this one.
New South Wales up against Queensland. Fierce rivalry. But before we get into any more details, we're going to cross live to Dave Mills courtside, who will speak with both coaches.
Thanks, Michael. I'm here with the New South Wales defending coach, Teresa Tyeri. How are you, Teresa? How are you feeling?
Fantastic, actually. We've had a long week. We were lucky to have the rest last night, so the boys are just buzzing. They just want to get out there.
Absolutely, and you've had a undefeated week thus far?
Absolutely. We took it game by game, and we had some good results, some good scores, and we managed to keep the scores against us down. So as a coach, that's all you can ask.
Now, the last game, a one-point thriller. You expecting more of the same?
Oh, yeah, we want to draw the crowds. Always that. But the guys were probably disappointed in their performance, but today they're going to rectify that.
Absolutely, and the last question I have for you, is it tougher being the hunted, or is it better to be the team that no one expects to win?
Oh, we don't look at that. We just look at the process, and hopefully the results will show at the end.
Well, absolutely. You've had a great week so far. Congratulations getting this far. I'm as maroon as they come, so I don't have too much luck.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for joining us. I'm also joined by the Queensland coach, Michael Kiker. Michael, rumour has it this is your last game coaching ever. Ever.
That's what my wife says, and that's what I say too.
Absolutely. Okay, well then, so we're giving that away. So you've had a great week. You've done it the tough way. You had to come through the preliminary final, but team looked sharp.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, considering what we started with 6 new players this year, we've done really well to get to this point, so we're happy.
So a lot of blokes retired after last year, not expected to do so well, so the team's done amazingly well to get this far.
Yeah, like a lot of people back in Queensland sort of said, this will be a rebuilding year, and I said, no, I don't do rebuild, let's just go and win it. So.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations getting this far. Good luck in the final. I hope you do it, my friend. Cheers. So I'm back to Michael now. That's the two coaches. We're going to have a chat to the umpires shortly, so give it back to Michael. He'll give you a little bit of an update of what's happening here, and we'll see you soon.
So, as Dave said, Queensland having to win through to the game today in the preliminary final last night against Victoria. 50-41 was the result. New South Wales have beaten Queensland in every game this week so far. 54-43 on day 3, 59-45 on day 5. They had an 8-goal lead in the last quarter in the semi-final, but Queensland came home like a steam train to lose just by a goal, 46-45. We'll have the national anthems coming up shortly also, and the teams will also be called out on court soon.
Welcome back to the coverage of the AMNA Open Men's Final. My name's Dave Mills and I'm with the three umpires, Jordan Kiss, Joel Owen, Renee Marshall. Jordan, I believe this is your first Open Grand Final.
Yes, it is. Very exciting. Hopefully a good game.
Absolutely. Joel, I've seen you around a number of years. How many is this for you?
Yeah, 20 plus.
20 plus. Absolutely. Well, there's experience. And you're the third umpire, I believe, Renee?
Yeah.
What does that entail?
It means I've got to look after these guys really well to ensure they don't have to come off court and make sure that the players are just doing the right thing and staying on court when they need to.
So, like the athletes, we know a lot about the athletes. They train hard, 6 months prep, all that sort of stuff. What do you guys do for preparation for a tournament like this?
Yeah, it's similar to athletes. We have to make sure we're fit, strong, healthy, ready for the tournament because it's just as tiring. We umpire as many games as they play. So it's a similar preparation as well as mental as well. Yeah.
So is it more mental and physical, do you reckon, Joel?
Certainly the week of the tournament, keeping him
Sorry?
mental well-being, nice and stable is really, really important.
Got into the habit.
Lots of sprint work too.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, well, I hope you guys have a great day. Do you get a chance to enjoy the final at all? Like, do you actually think, holy cow, I'm in a grand final? Like, do you get that moment where you can enjoy it? Like the players, even the guys that don't get on, that's just the experience of being here. Do you guys get that opportunity?
Yeah, I think we do. And once you get the game started and nerves are gone, yeah.
Well, I hope you have a great game. We don't want to have any umpire controversies. You've had a great week. And to make this level, you've been selected just as the players have. So, you guys have gone through a process. So to get here, fantastic job. Congratulations. Hope it's a great final. See you all later. We're back to Michael now for a few more words of wisdom.
Don't know about wisdom, Dave, but appreciate the talking up of that. I don't know. Was there a test page? I don't know about that. I haven't got grey hairs yet.
You're a very wise man, they say.
Oh, so they say. I'd like to meet those day people. So teams will be called onto court shortly for the national anthem, which unfortunately, due to broadcasting reasons, we cannot play. Teams just getting their nails checked now. Do you still get your nails checked before a game? That happens in the locker room?
Yeah, it happens in the locker room before we come out into court.
I like to see it on court. Create a bit of atmosphere.
Well, everyone's long nails.
No gloves. No gloves allowed. Can't tape them. So Joel and Jordan off on their official duties. The crowd is filling. Probably got 500 people in here already on both sides of the court. Show court does seat about 800, but there's lots of people moving in and around the stadium. So this morning we've had the 20 and under division won by Victoria. The mixed reserves by, I'm going to have to look at that actually. I don't want to say the wrong team. That was Victoria also as well actually. It's coming back to me, 40-32 against New South Wales. Mixed open was won by Queensland, and the men's reserve in an absolute nail biter, 32-31. I certainly haven't got any nails left after that one. And this game is set to be an absolute cracker. A lot of changes to both teams. New South Wales have regained some experience into their side, which will shore up, in particular, their mid-court. Queensland, though, as Mike Kiker said, the coach, 6 new players into the men's open side this year, and they were decimated by injuries heading into the finals last year on the Gold Coast. In fact, the last time that Queensland won the Open men's title was in Sydney in 2015, but New South Wales aiming to go back-to-back for the first time ever, having won their first title for the first time in 17 years last year.
Yeah, it really surprised me. I know New South Wales is a very strong netball state, so to have only won their first Open title, that really surprises me.
But they've certainly grown over the past 6 months. Teresa Terry's done a lot of work with them. And look for the tall timbers at either end of the court, Patrick Pillier and Junior Levy for New South Wales and Queensland respectively. New South Wales happily just sitting on the bench. And Queensland having a group chat. Keeping it light. With some great numbers come through for the live stream. Brought to you by Game Clothing. There'll also be a medals to go player of the match. Paige gets to pick that again. Pressure's on.
It's always a really tough job, and especially in finals, the intensity is just so high. So I'm hoping it's an easy job for me today.
I can guarantee you it won't be. There'll be at least 14 contenders. And the international teams for 2018 have been picked. They've been locked down, and they'll be announced tonight at the AMNA Awards. 2 teams for the Trans-Pacific Cup in the inaugural tour to Papua New Guinea in August. 2 teams will travel to September as invitational Australian sides to the New Zealand Nationals. And 4 teams for the Trans-Tasman Cup. And this morning we had confirmation that the Trans-Tasman Cup will be live streamed from Adelaide in late October this year from 23 to 27. So that's incredibly exciting for the Open Men's, Open Mixed, Under 23s and Under 20s divisions, who will take part in that over 5 enthralling nights of competition at Priceline Stadium. Tickets will be available shortly. So now I'm getting edgy. We're getting close to the court time, game time, just about 5 minutes to go. It's been a massive week of competition. 42 teams from around Australia have competed in the week-long tournament starting last Sunday, Easter Sunday, as the tournament starts every year on that weekend. So let's just quickly run through the lineups for you. Queensland will start with Junior Levy, Tristan Rui, Atkins, Carter and Ormish are the mid-court, Stephen Kerr and Carter the defensive circle. For New South Wales, Pillier at goal shooter, Eugene Lee at goal attack, Jensen, Slattery and Glassy the mid-court with Watere and Byron the defensive circle.
To bring on the players in the grand final 2018 Men's Open. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Queensland's goal shooter, Junior Levi. Goal attack, Tristan Ruai. Lead attack, Matthew Atkins. Center, Philip Carter. Lead defense, Glenn Ormishaw. Goal defense, Steve Kerr. Goalkeeper, Lachlan Carter. Subs up, Caleb Meredith. Mark Nicholas. Jack Schuster. Miguel Afuni. Jensen Ritchie. Coach is Mike Kiker. Manager, Rebecca Mason. Assistant coach, David Hunt. Ladies and gentlemen, Queensland Grand Final Men's Open. Would you please put your hands together for New South Wales goal shooter, Patrick Pellet. Goal attack, Eugene Lee. Wing attack, Packie Jensen. Center, Adam Slattery. Wing defense, Taylor Glasson. Goal defense, Matthew Materi. Goalkeeper, Josh Byron. Subs, Val Horn, Anton Streliski. Cameron Powell, Liam Forcadella, Stephen Philpott. Ladies and gentlemen, the coach, believe it or not, is ex-Silver Fern, Teresa Tairi. And manager, Liam Tairi. Please put your hands together for New South Wales and Queensland. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the national anthem? The national final, ladies and gentlemen.
So teams meet in the middle for a handshake, pat on the back, and now they join their team huddles.
Make some noise.
Plenty of noise
Queenslanders, make some noise.
from the crowd.
The competition is on in the crowd as well as on the court.
Thanks to Alfie Akuri for singing the national anthem. He'll also toss the coin.
For the coin toss.
So the two captains,
participating in organising the
Val Horn
coin toss.
and
Captains,
Stephen
please.
Kerr, meet in the middle.
Unusual doing it in the middle of the court.
Just trying to make a spectacle
The
of it, Paige.
suspense.
The suspense, it's
Yeah.
killing me.
Oh, we've got New South ball, is it? Yeah.
Well, the teams had already set up, so thankfully they hadn't moved.
Queensland made it quite easy, I think. What end they were going to go?
Don't want to exert too much energy early before they need to.
It's been a long week. All
Massive
comes down
week.
this. Aw. That's so great.
Thanks very much to our ball deliverers who have partaken in the finals. Great initiative by Men's Netball New South Wales to include the future
Here we go.
of men's netball. New South Wales with the first centre pass. Lee. Slattery. Lee again. Looking to set something up without having to go straight into the circle to Pillier. Ormisha, the first penalty of the game. Lee, Pillier. Oh, takes it on Carter. Great attempt.
Eugene's taking the penalty. Pillier for the rebound. Oh, got a falcon early.
And we'll get some courtside comments from Dave Mills throughout the broadcast. New South Wales first to score through Lee. Carter. Rui. Back to Kerr. Atkins now. Rui just ran along the base to get free. Offside call, or contact on Jensen, so Atkins to take it. Both sides being incredibly patient in their first setup. Quick feet from Junior Levy.
He likes it.
New South Wales looking to return. Slattery looks in the circle. Elects not to. Pillier waits for the jump from Carter. That's his first.
Oh, great touch by Glassy. Pillier can't chase it up.
Carter to take the throw in. Ormisha.
Oh.
Carter just tripped over his own feet then.
Stayed on side, but couldn't get the ball as well.
Lee just waited for the ball to bounce closer to the post, and New South Wales with the first break. So, two pretty convincing wins from New South Wales on day 3 and 5 by 11 and 14. But there's been a lot of experimenting happening with both sides. Anton Stakilski has played in goals at times during the week. And we've seen Junior Levy from Queensland at goalkeeper trying to match up on Patrick Pillier. So plenty of tricks up the sleeves of Queensland and New South Wales. New South with a 4-1 lead. Just over 3 minutes gone in the opening quarter. Rui now. Byron had good position. Queensland with the throw in. Atkins holds it up. Just the pass out of the reach of Byron. New South Wales now. Jensen, too much
Jensen.
on it from Lee, but
Oh,
Pillier
yeah. Wasn't it 4 Queenslanders around him?
out-muscled every single one of them.
I think Jensen's just got to give that ball straight away to Lee. He's demanding it.
5-2 to New South Wales. Rui. Atkins, he was on early. Oh, Carter. Rui doesn't want to do the long bomb into Levy. Byron and Slattery both had eyes for it. Jensen backs up. Glassy. That is quick, efficient play from New South Wales.
That's great ball speed. You see the triangles to get the defender's head just a spin.
So another break to New South Wales, and Lee just goes straight to the post. Now he drives in. Kerr and Carter are up, but contact on Stephen Kerr. Lee will have a shot or pass. 7-2 start to New South Wales. Carter, Atkins, Rui.
That's a better delivery, straight into Levi. He's on, he wants the ball under that post.
They're opting to really try and get through the far side of the court. And away from Josh Byron as Pillier. Carter, I thought he held his ground well. Carter, Atkins, Rui. Need a bit of a spark, does Queensland. Instruction from Glassy.
Oh, goes again, Glassy. He's in everything.
He is very quick off the mark.
We've seen him play a bit of goal defence last game against Queensland, so see what he can do that win defence position.
That's Rui's first shot of the game. Queensland shooting at 100%, but New South Wales with 9 attempts so far. Just over 8 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Oh,
that was
great drive by Lee.
a little too easy. That looked like a bit of a set play with Slattery on the circle edge. Pillier just...
Good timing from Carter, but just couldn't get there.
It was great timing, just a little short on the distance. Pillier 7 from 8 to open his account. Carter a little stuck, has to go back to Ormisha. Kerr stuck again. Matere picks it off. And they're quick to get down court, New South Wales. The New South Wales chant goes up. Kerr read it well. Pillier just pirouetting in that circle.
I was surprised then he went for the front option instead of the post.
And 10-4. Queensland have stopped. Slattery, Lee.
It's just smart play, creating that space on the edge of the circle.
$11-4 now. Rui, Atkins. Levy's calling for it, but they're not going early to him. That's a better ball. tend on the shot from Byron.
Yeah, Atkins doesn't look comfortable to feed it in straight into Levi. He's more throwing to Rui for him to feed to Levi, so he probably just needs to look straight in.
Glassy and Watera do have a bit of a height advantage over Atkins, so I wonder if the hands over defence is causing him some trouble as Carter gets his hand to the ball. Ormisha now. Atkins was free. Rui. Kerr. Just goes straight to the post. Smart play from Stephen Kerr. Rui. New South.
They're in like a box.
Yeah, box
formation.
defence. Queensland just need a driver straight down the guts. Obstruction call on Levy. Trying to hold some space for the pass from Rui.
Great take from Glassy.
Slattery. Jensen. Lee on the drive. Off target for Lee.
You notice every penalty pass or shot taken by Lee, Kerr stands on that left side for the feed to, because he's obviously going to go out for the feed to Pillier.
Very smart observation, because I was just about to say something very similar.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the umpire hasn't made Stephen Kerr stand where the penalty, where he infringed, as he picks that one off down the line. But yeah, he is opting to look out for the pass off from Lee to Pillier. That's why you're the expert, Paige. That's what we got you in.
Yeah, I was noticing that. I was like, you know, he's not near his shooting arm. He's going for obviously the pass to Pillier from that side. So it's a good technique to have.
13-6 now to Queensland. Levy, he's had a good timing where he's had probably a good second where he's open on Byron, but
they're just missing him.
Yeah, Queensland are just hesitating, and the gap's closing. So might pay for them just to release the ball on the first look. Levy uncontested on the rebound. It's his first miss of the game, 6 from 7 from Junior Levy. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. New South Wales lead 13-7.
Great drive by Jensen.
It's the last game of the 2018 Australian Men's and Mixed Championships. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage, brought to you by Game Clothing. Rui, great take. Great drive. Great shot. Lee first off the line. Jensen, good one-handed take, protected himself from the contest from Ormisha. Lee now, good hands from Carter, couldn't keep it in.
Carter and Slattery having a great contest on the outside of the circle.
Oh, brilliant tap from Carter. Kerr mops up. Now, let's see what Queensland can do in attack. Jensen hits the deck. Atkins. Ormisha. When that drive from Atkins is coming, that ball needs to go into the circle. They're making it a little hard for themselves, Queensland. Brought the margin back to 5. Contact on Galassi at the centre pass. Chance to make it 4. Strong take from Levy. He's been calling for it, and now Queensland are hearing him. Under 2 to go in the first quarter. Lee now. Jensen, top of the circle. Penalty inside the circle. And again, Kerr on the left-hand side of the contact. Knew the pass to Pillier was coming. Big first quarter from Patrick Pillier, 10 from 11.
Oh, miscommunication there.
Nothing on offer for Queensland on the centre pass. Lee. Sweet shot. And plenty of time to score another. And instill that 7-goal margin again. They led 11-4, and it's been goal for goal since. Plenty of time to Queensland to reduce the margin. Rui, Atkins, Carter. Smart choice.
We've only got 15 seconds to score here.
I'd expect they to go straight to Pillier or perhaps a set play. I think it's a latter option. And that is quarter time in the Men's Open Grand Final for 2018. New South Wales with a pretty handy 18-11 quarter time lead over Queensland. Open final, 18-11, a very handy lead. Paige, what did you make of that first 15 minutes?
Yeah, I think Queensland had multiple opportunities to come back and get within, 4. Unfortunately, a miscommunication, that centre pass caused that to blow back out. But I think Queensland's definitely in this. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep it the same because they've definitely got the options there, and they just need to look into Levi a little bit earlier, and they'll be more direct in their play.
So shooting stats from the first term, 12 from 13 from Pillier at 92%, 6 from 8 from Eugene Lee at 75%, 9 from 10 for Junior Levy, and 2 from 2 from Tristan Rui. But they are making some changes. Glenn Ormish is coming off from wing defence. Philip Carter's moving back to wing defence from centre. Matt Atkins is moving from wing attack to centre. And Miguel Afuni is coming on at wing attack.
Because of the Alfie.
And some changes also for New South Wales. So Jensen's coming off, Philpott onto wing attack, Slattery moves back to wing defence, Padilla on at centre, Charlie Glassy comes off. I wonder what the idea is behind New South Wales making those changes, given that they were so dominant in that first quarter.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by that. I thought Glassy was doing a great job of that wing defence. He was in everything, and I guess for Queensland, they've gone back to what they played in that second half against them in the semi-final, which really worked for them. So I wasn't surprised by that change.
David Mills is courtside.
Thanks, Michael. Just had a quick listen into both camps. The New South camp were ridiculously calm. The coach just wants them to start again. She's made one change. She was giving some tips to Byron. Queensland, on the other hand, are a little more animated. They definitely want a quick release into Junior Levy, and they're looking for a bit more movement in the circle.
Thanks, Dave. Queensland get us underway at the start of the second quarter.
Oh, great touch by Lee.
So 21 attempts to 12. That's the story of the first term. Just a real lack of possession for Queensland. Let's see how they can increase that in the second quarter. Rui. Oh.
Tried to go down there.
Byron got up.
He's close. Yeah, I'm surprised by the changes by New South Wales. I thought they were in control in that first quarter, but I guess they had the depth to do it. So, keep those legs fresh and keep pushing on.
And perhaps also to keep Queensland guessing with some changes. Lee keeps it in.
I think with the changes they make, the players that come on actually play a very similar role. So obviously Philpott definitely feeds again to Lee. So I think they have the same structures and they can fill those spaces.
So the margin as it was midway through. Watere, the first quarter. And Forcadillo just throws it away. A bit of miscommunication with Slattery. It was 11-4 to New South Wales, and it's been even since. That was better play from Queensland.
Oh, great touch by
Brilliant
Byron.
tip from Josh Byron. Just turned 21 this week.
Who would have thought?
What was I doing when I was 21? Not doing that, that's for sure. Forcadillo, he played a brilliant grand final last year against Victoria. An embarrassment of riches do New South Wales have. No urgency from Queensland, which is...
Oh, Slattery. Great contest.
It's a little concerning. Just seemed really calm and considered. And straight to Philpott from Carter. Kerr not happy. Lee on the fly. Philpott.
They're hesitant to give it to Pillay at the moment.
Offside from Forcadillo. So 12 minutes remaining, 3 gone. Only 2 apiece in those 3
Philpott
minutes.
again.
Philpott.
That's what you want your wing attack doing. Just struggling to penetrate now. There we go.
Smart play. Kerr's head was down. And that's the break. Lee. Philpott just waited for Kerr to shift off Pillier. Opened up the front space.
Smart play by Philpott.
Queensland looking a little tired following, they had an extra game to play with the prelim final against Victoria last night, which they won by 9, 50-41. So it's always such a benefit to win the first semi-final because you get at least another 6 hours break, time to recover, ice baths, rest, eat, and New South Wales are showing the benefit from that. Lee scores, the margin's 9.
Just a ball speed down there of the New South Wales team. Just very hard to stop at the moment.
I'm just wondering what other changes. Jake Schuster could come on defensively.
And he was goal defence in that semi-final. And they came back in that second half as well.
Mark Nichols also could perhaps buffer the defensive end.
Oh, Lever. Doesn't like the
Watere.
attention he's given.
A little frustrating is Junior Levy. Close attention being paid by Watere and Byron. Kerr taps that out. And I guess the other thing too is that there is no dominant player in New South Wales attacking, especially, that they need to try and stop. They are really sharing that ball around. They've got many different avenues to goal.
Yeah, I would have said, last game when I watched, it was Lee. He was the massive playmaker and down that end, but all feeders are opening up Pilier's space really nice at the moment, so very hard to stop.
Afuni onto Rui. Off target. Byron's foot out of court. Hasn't had much of the ball, Josh Byron, but hasn't needed to. The work has been done up the front. (24-16), 7 minutes gone in the second quarter. 6-5 the quarter break.
Carter's so close on every occasion, but seems to fall for Pillier at the moment.
Pillier is just unstoppable at the minute. 18 from 19, 95%. If there's ever a game you want to be shooting 95%, it's the grand final.
Exactly.
Rui, second miss this quarter. 2 from 5 this term, 4 from 7 for the game. Philpott looks to set back through Latere, Slattery. Philpott down the line.
Philpott's finding that top of the circle so easy at the moment. Top of the circle every time straight into Pillier. Carter needs to get on and make sure he doesn't get the top of the circle.
Yeah, I think Omisha probably had a better first term. Now Atkins is just stuck for an option. No one driving forward for Queensland. Rui now. Atkins with his fluoro yellow shoes. Rui opts to pass. I think Levy copped a smack in the face for his troubles. Margin still at 8, so we're trading at 8 and 9s at the minute. And Jackson Ritchie on the bench for Queensland, a player who will not take part. He has a meniscus tear. Now I'm being told he is available to play.
He's got it heavily strapped up, I think, on the bench.
Bit risky, I think, to pop him on. But a very young side the Queensland have assembled this year. Josh Byron, the crowd gets up about that. Tipped the ball on its ascent to the ring. There's a bit of a lull in this second quarter. Neither team, New South isn't pushing ahead, as that was a great move of deception from Philpott. And Queensland haven't been able to make any inroads just yet. So New South really just consolidating. Queensland unable to peg anything back. Afuni, close attention being paid by Slattery, unable to break free. And again, Atkins, Rui.
Oh.
He's going to go it alone. No, he's not.
Oh,
Byron, great attempt. Put Levy off.
Great transition, straight down.
One of Pillier's size 25 shoes.
Lee wanted that ball straight in front. He let him know about it.
Carter, stuck. Atkins. Philpott, great touch from Slattery on the pass to Kerr. New South Wales also with a bit of a height advantage.
Oh, Kerr, good read.
Through the mid-court, which is creating a bit of havoc with arms over pressure from New South Wales, but Queensland have another attempt. Very close to a held ball. Rui, Atkins. Now Queensland's starting to move, but not in the right places. Byron mops up. Lee, Forcadilla. Obstruction from Carter outside.
Oh. Oh.
Pillier called for the contact.
Thought that was really unlucky that Kerr stayed on him a very long time then to try and aggravate that.
Yeah, I actually just thought that Kerr just slipped over him at the end, but Joel Owens far closer than we are. Turned back again though by Byron. Quick setting of the penalty and a push that time from Kerr.
That'd have to be a big push to get Pillier to move.
Blatant contact. And the margin is now out to 10. Under 4 remaining in the second quarter. Kerr trying to rev up his team. Even the passes that aren't great for New South Wales are working for them. Lee says, you give me the space, I'll take it.
Oh.
And Pillier.
Oh.
Again, an offensive contact from Pillier.
Doesn't like it. Either does the crowd.
Rui. Afuni. 29-19 to New South Wales. As Levy pegs one back. Atkins. Rui. Queensland just trying to be patient with this and have Rui get in the circle to draw a defender. He does, but Pere is out of play. Levy scores. Margin back to 8.
Oh, great change of direction from Philpott. The crowd liked it as well.
Forcadilla's open. Lee. They're just giving him all the space in the world. Brings up number 30 for New South Wales. Similar story in the 2 games during the rounds between these two sides. New South happy with a bit of a lead at half-time and really just held it. Semi-final, though, was a different story. Queensland mounting a brilliant comeback from 8 down to lose by 1.
Oh,
Slattery read it well.
Unlucky there, Rui. Came from behind, but the throw into Queensland.
I think Afuni probably needs to get on the move a little more. He seems to be holding and it's not giving the Queensland sides too much of an advantage in the attack end.
Afuni likes that.
Levy was just holding his ground. Byron needed to give him some room to land and take the penalty. Got the crowd involved. Lee, Slattery. Back again. Philpott now has had a pretty solid second term.
I'm loving just how calm he is. When the intensity's going and there's obviously hits down, up and down the court, he's just finding space really quite nicely. He's really calming that attack end, I think, for New South Wales team.
Be interested to see if they make any further changes at the main break. Under a minute to go in the second quarter. Rui now. Pop pass to Levy. 31-23 to New South Wales as we edge towards. Great touch from Kerr on the pass. Great read. Time now being held for the court to be wiped. So Queensland looking to score again before half-time. Reduce the margin a little further. That was an incredibly high pass from Mafuni. Came down with snow on it. And Queensland centre pass. Not a lot of time left on the clock. And that is half-time. So New South Wales lead 31-24 at half-time in the men's Open Division Grand Final. A very tight 13-all second term, but New South Wales with a handy 7-goal lead at the main break.
Passion, dedication, fun, and fitness. What do all these things have in common? These are all the qualities of Game Clothing and our brand ambassadors, professional athletes Laura Langman and Stephanie Wood. Stay up to date with all the latest ambassador and product news at gameclothing.com.au.
So we're back at half-time. New South Wales with a handy lead.
Was that a dab? Was that supposed to be a dab?
Queensland, a lot of talk happening in their defensive end to try and turn some ball over. But we'll head to Dave Mills for some comments.
I just came from the Queensland camp, and the Coach Kike was very animated. He was very insistent that they get the hands over the balls. He thinks there's not enough defensive pressure on the way down the court. The ball's getting in too easily. They're hitting the circle, feeding Pillay at will, and he really wants that improve. He's made a couple of changes in the mid. New South Wales, you dead set could have heard a bird chirp in there. It was quiet, it was calm. It's all about process. It's all about just restarting, and it's all about just continuing to do what they've done. They've taken the score back to 0-0, and they're just starting again. So Queensland made some changes. New South Wales made, I think, just one in the midcourt, but they're very relaxed. They're very confident. 1 point that was raised. Queensland come back at us in the last game. Let's not make that happen again. Back to you, Mike.
So just some shooting stats from the first half. Pilier 23 from 25 at 92%. Lee 8 from 11 at 73%. So 85% accuracy for New South Wales. For Queensland, Levy 20 from 22 at 91%. Rui 5 from 8 at 63%. 80% overall. So there's an indication there that 6 less shots, the margin is 7. They need a bit more ball.
Yeah, definitely. I think, as we said, I think the New South Wales people are creating for their options for Pilier, where Queensland just weren't getting enough direct passes to Levi. So if they can do that, he's a scoring machine down there. So the more ball he can get, the more goals are going to get on the board.
Taylor Glassy, coming off from wing defence. Sorry, coming back on at wing defence for New South Wales. And Adam Slattery taking a breather. He's had a pretty great second quarter. Got his hand to a lot of ball. Queensland have made a whole heap of changes. Stephen Kerr moving from goal defence to goal attack. Jake Schuster on at goal defence. Philip Carter off. Then Ormisha back on at wing defence. And Tristan Rui has come off.
I was surprised Glassy came off in that second quarter, but now I am even surprised Slattery's off. I thought he got hands a lot of ball. So their options obviously in that position are the wing defence is obviously, there's a lot of options for New South Wales.
Teresa Tyree is just keeping her players on their toes also.
Slattery looks like on the sideline that he actually is getting some treatment from the physio, so hopefully nothing too serious there.
Paige Hadley eyes like a hawk to spot that. Glassy, Forcadilla. Great touch from Carter. That's what Coach Mike Kiker wanted. Atkins, Afuni.
Oh, great touch from Byron.
Afuni to take the throw in. And yeah, I think Stephen Kerr's going to be in there to try and out-muscle one of the defenders so they can't contest the pass into Levy. Just watch for that in this quarter. Margin 7. Afuni just goes long to Levy. Took him 3 touches to get it. Didn't have control until the final take. So a better start from Queensland already in this second term. Glassy, Forcadilla, and again, Lee. Not selected as an option. Phil Pott now. Lee just goes straight into Pillier.
Oh.
His arm was raised. Not sure how much contact there was, but his arm was raised. Schuster. Ormisha.
Thought that was unlucky from Pillier. He's been doing that all game. Paul likes it on the bench over there.
Great pressure from Pillier. I wouldn't say that he gets too many turnovers. I wouldn't say he turns the ball over too much either. So his teammates would have loved that. Into the pocket now, Forcadilla, Lee. Nothing but net. Atkins, I think he just needs to take the centre pass a little quickly. Catch New South Wales unawares. Byron will do that all day if he has to. If he's successful on one of them, then
clarifying, I think, then
what the call actually was. Yeah.
Was it contact or was it obstruction?
Forcadilla now. Matere, Glassy, Lee.
The thing I'm really liking at New South Wales is they're using the defenders as a lot in attack. And I feel like that's a deliberate play. It's not as they're in, they're in emergency and they need them. They're there and they're coming down and really driving that ball hard down. Atkins likes to have a little rest at the centre passes.
It's a little confusing to me, but Kerr just looking straight in to Levy. Good backup on that occasion. Byron just around the body of Levy. But they can't afford to go goal for goal, Queensland. They need to make some inroads. Forcadilla, Lee, Glassy, Philpott. Carter was a good attempt.
Yeah, just mistimed on that occasion, but that's where he's going to win ball against the shorter than mid-quarters out the front.
Long arms from Watere. That is hard to pass over. Kerr. Yeah, that was off of Funi's hand. Probably could have committed to the take. Byron, Glassy, Forcadilla, Philpott down the line. Lee now. Philpott. Quick 1-2 with Matere. Pillier makes it 8, the margin. Almost 5 minutes gone in the third quarter. Lee. Guterres, Stark. And New South Wales reset. Philpott. Glassy. Better defensive pressure from Queensland in this quarter, but that was a beautiful dodge from Philpott.
I think I need to write some tips down from Philpott. He's on the top of the circle with a nice change of direction every time. That's where you want to be feeding the ball from.
New South with, as I said, a bit more height over their opponents in the middle. Step from Kerr.
Good pressure. Kerr's been hit in the mouth. Has he got blood? No.
Cop to knock, check for blood.
Hopefully he doesn't, otherwise he's coming off.
Jake Schuster probably needs to tighten up a little more on Eugene Lee as he restores the 10-goal margin that they had in the second term. Quick ball from Philpott. Obstruction from Schuster. All net from Lee. 6 gone, 8-4 the quarter break. Atkins, Kerr. Offensive penalty on Ofuni. He did seem to hold Glassy in position.
Having a really tough battle in that wing attack, wing defence position. Just the ball speed down that end.
New South Wales again as they hit 40. Pillier over Carter for the rebound. 10 for the quarter break.
What changes do you think Queensland may consider?
They just need some confidence in that pass. Like if it's one-on-one in the circle, I think that the option to score some quick goals, the ball needs to go into Levy as soon as.
Yeah.
Don't give a chance for Wetere to sit back and come and contest the ball, particularly if New South Wales eyes are down. But they need to be getting some ball defensively as well, and I'm not sure where that's going to come from. New South Wales just playing with incredible patience. Ormisha hasn't had probably his first touch of the ball in this third term. Wetere read it. Made Kerr hesitate for long enough.
Oh, great touch by Levi to push back.
Kerr wasn't going to shoot, so
Oh, the front cut.
Levy just catches the New South Wales defenders napping. They'll allow that one though. 42-30, 6.5 to go in the third quarter. They've scored 18 and 13 in the first 2 quarters, New South Wales. 11 already in the second, and we still have 6.5 to play. Margin stretches to 13, the biggest margin of the game. Byron almost
That's
hurt
more
his,
direct.
hurt his right foot, it looks like, perhaps ankle.
Maybe it's not the same one as yesterday. We saw him come off in that semi-final because of that ankle, so.
What a belated birthday present, 21st birthday present, a state title would be. And
Yeah, we got
Byron
Byron.
is coming off. He's still hobbling. So it looks like
Slattery will come back on in defence.
So Slattery moves to wing defence. Wetere to goalkeeper and Galassi to goal defence. Byron will now see the trainer. And Levy was left all alone at that centre pass.
I was unsure why it didn't go straight in. He was just standing there.
Yeah, I wonder, did Wetere just forget where he needed to be, or...
They were still putting their patches on, I think.
And it just, again, Queensland just a little lax in their attacking approach. Could have gone straight in. Kerr will contest until the final whistle, but he needs his teammates to do so as well. Philpott, front space from Pillier, doesn't want to shoot. Lee offline.
Oh! The ball's into the ground.
Out on Pillier. Queensland with the throw-in. Margin 12. Atkins. Kerr hunting.
Oh, Philpott.
Afuni. Galassi.
Advantage.
Caution.
I think that's unlucky.
Caution on Galassi. Kerr, the screen for Levy. Wetere just goes, what else am I supposed to do? I'm sure they're hoping that Byron can come back on. Ball swung across court to Atkins. He can't see over Slattery. Kerr out for the assist. Levy, the margin's 10. Forcadilla, Lee, great cut, Carter short on the distance.
Just so smart, just takes that front cut, either opens up himself or opens up Pillier at the back, so smart play by Lee. Oh. Seems like now that Byron's gone off, Queensland are more willing to throw that ball straight into Levi, so...
I think that's probably something they need to do regardless of whether Byron's on or not.
Yeah.
Because it will just make New South Wales have a think themselves. Good attempt from Carter, but was short before the jump. So it's Levy's most prolific term, 11 from 12. Kerr hasn't put up a shot. Doesn't need to when Levy's scoring them like that. But a turnover is what's required for Queensland to get back in this game. Two minutes remaining in the third quarter. New South Wales holding strong. Kerr. Atkins. Safe option. Afuni. Slattery good distance, just hand on the ball.
Oh, a bit of push and shove now. Oh, of course, Levi's going to come out on top in that one.
So much push and shove. But still, from Queensland, a lack of urgency. They look tired. And New South Wales have got fresh legs through the middle, which is not helping their cause. Galassi, Slattery, and again, obstruction from Afuni. Lee and Philpott have had their own way in this third term. Ormisha, I don't think's made any difference matching up on Philpott. Eugene Lee's had a fine third quarter. Page will pick the medals to go player of the match after this. And stay with us also for the team presentations where Tere got up. Out on Levy. That's a win. with a minute to go. Big outlet from Glassy to Forcadilla. Philpott now. Lee. Carter got first touch to the ball. But Pillier just too strong.
Carter's so close every time on that shot. Just the timing.
A chance for another goal before the three-quarter time break. Philpott. Lee looking for someone, anyone. Forcadilla across court. Now Lee. And that is New South Wales' 50th. No, held ball.
Yep. We've got 5 seconds to get it down. Oh.
It's just messy from Queensland. I don't know what more they can do. They trail by 12 at three-quarter time in the Men's Open Grand Final for 2018. New South Wales 49-37 over Queensland. So New South Wales with a very handy lead at three-quarter time, 12-goal margin. Plenty of work to do for New South Wales. Paige, 15 minutes to go. Is it safe to say that New South Wales have this in the bag?
Never. Yeah, there's never say never, but obviously a 12-goal lead is ideal. It would be tough for Queensland to come back from this, but you know, as I said, it's a grand final, so they're going to throw everything at it in the last 15 minutes.
Pillier, 35 from 37 at 95%. Lee, great third term. He's now 14 from 19 at 74%. Levy, 33 from 36, so he's doing the job when he's got the ball, just hasn't had enough possession. And Queensland sit at 84% accuracy. Let's hear from Dave Mills.
Been in both camps, and it was a real contrast to what they were doing. The New South Wales camp was as calm can be. It was all about just one more quarter. They're still sticking to the game plan, having patience, hitting the top of the circle, throwing good ball to Pillier, no need to force anything. And that was the one point the coach stressed, was no force ball in the pat. Queensland camp, the complete opposite. It was not a technical time, like a technical talk. It was all about pride and honouring the shirt, and we've come this far, let's try and take it to the next degree. It was a speech ready to get the boys ready for war as opposed to get them ready for a netball match.
So Queensland have made some changes. Schuster's off from goal defence. Tristan Rui comes on there. Matt Atkins shifts to wing attack, and Phil Carter back on at centre. Miguel Afuni takes to the bench. Great work from Carter. He's been trying all day. Perhaps this will be the break that Queensland need to kickstart one of their famous comebacks. No changes for New South Wales for the first time in this game at a quarter break. Carter.
Oh.
Yeah, Lee, good effort.
Just can't stay on side there.
Atkins, Kerr, probably isn't going to shoot a goal in this quarter unless he really needs to.
Oh,
Great jump from Glassy. Just bounced out from Slattery.
He knew it as well.
Glassy.
Again.
That ball was always going to Junior, but it couldn't get to him on that occasion. Wetere out for the contact. Margin back to 10. Queensland centre pass.
Oh,
Kerr
Glassy again.
had his hand to it. Contender for player of the match for sure. Kerr. First attempt is unsuccessful. 2 minutes gone in the last quarter. Josh Byron still on the bench after coming off with a sore ankle. Slattery, Philpott. Back to the transverse line to Glassy. Philpott, nice drive deep into the pocket. Bit too much on it to Pillier, but off Rui's hands last. Lee will take the throw in. Philpott. Tipping that they wanted a bit more speed to match Lee, which is why they shifted Rui there. I've only ever seen him at wing attack, goal attack. But players really have to be versatile at this level. Lee passes to Pillier. Can't get much closer to the goal ring than that. Kerr now. Atkins was ready for forever and a day. Kerr. Atkins now. He looked to Levy.
Glassy again.
And again, tries from behind. New South Wales have been in control since partway through the first term. They led 11-4. And the margins hovered between 8 and 13 since. Rui. Ormisha. Atkins. Carter into Levy. I don't think they've been able to exploit the lack of Byron's influence on court with Watera moving back there. I still think that ball could be delivered a lot earlier.
Just like that, straight in. One pass from centre pass, then straight into Levi.
And the margin's back to 9, so they need a defensive stop, but where's it going to come from?
They're setting up a zone now.
Philpott.
Put the pressure on. Oh.
Picked up by Carter. Queensland can attack now. Rui. Ormisha.
Levi at home.
Yeah. As Sue Gordon was saying, Macaulay Culkin home alone. And he was open for a while too. Watera went hunting.
Glassy's just sucking in the big ones at the moment.
Atkins doesn't think his foot was out. Umpire Jordan Kiss says, yes, it was. Watera, Glassy, Slattery, lucky not to get called for a replay. I think he was hesitant to regain that. The New South Wales chant is up early. Forcadilla.
Oh, rolls in.
It's just their third goal for the quarter, so they've been able to stop the flow a little. 3 goals in 6 minutes is not a great return for New South Wales.
Took his home player out there. Oh, Glassy. Come wrong.
Teresa Tahiri is out of her seat. Wrapped for Glassy to take that one. Just patient play from New South Wales. That's hurting Queensland. 53-42, 8.5 to go in the men's open final.
Just the quality of plays from New South Wales. I'm surprised how they only have won one national title in all these years it's been going. So I guess it's a prop to the development and the strength of obviously the last few years to get these plays together.
It's been a massive effort from Teresa Tahiri. She certainly works the boys hard.
Oh.
Watere comes through.
If Glassy can do it, so can he.
Anything you can do, I can do better, he says. Far too easy for New South Wales. Equal biggest margin of the match. Centre pass to follow. Lee dodges 8 times, gets the ball off the centre pass. Philpott straight into Pillier. Lee the decoy, but Pillier the contact. Pillier with a touch. Forcadilla backs up.
Oh, great feed.
Lee on the drive. That is Lee and Forcadilla's goal.
Glassy can't help but smile. It's not over yet.
7 minutes to go. Margin 14. Queensland need a miracle. Ormisha Atkins straight into Levy. He's scored all 6 of Queensland's goals this term. A break
from
Philpott. Queensland can't give up now when they're getting ball this easily.
That's the type of ball they should have been throwing from the first whistle. He's open. Levi demands the ball.
Now some urgency creeping into Queensland's play. Kurt straight in. Watere underneath Levy, but no call. Slattery, Glassy, Forcadilla via the floorboards. Slattery, Philpott, that was far too easy from New South Wales.
The amount of options they've got, there's at least 2 or 3 options every ball they're throwing.
It's like they're playing with 8.
Yeah.
New South Wales making it look easy. Lee, too much on it, but Philpott tries in vain. Carter stuck. Ormisha. Carter again. Pillier, he's a tall mountain to look over.
Every lead is just covered by someone in a blue shirt.
Philpott, Glassy just has got energy for days. Oh, Philpott didn't think it was him. For him, I think it was, but great chase from Slattery from the contest from Kurt. Lee. Rui ends up on the floor. Good jump from Carter.
Now we've got some urgency to get the centre pass going. Runs the ball back. Great drive from Carter.
Easy feed. A little miscommunication between Glassy and Watere. There was like, that was yours. No, that was yours.
Glassy laughs it off.
With a 13-goal lead and 4.5 minutes to play, they can afford a wry smile. I think it's safe to say that New South Wales will win their first back-to-back titles in the history of the Australian Championships. 34 years they've waited for back-to-back titles.
And to do it in their home state, I guess it's going to feel pretty good.
Massive pressure to have to win back-to-back and then in front of a home crowd, but they've done all the hard work. Time call from Atkins. He's got a little bit of a limp. Not sure if that's a change, a deliberate change, or whether he is injured. 4 minutes remaining. Margin 12. Slattery denied. Rui setting it up. Afuni back on at wing attack. Carter. Kerr on the drive. Will he put through his first? He won't. Levi. He's 10 from 10 from the quarter. 43 from 46 for the game. He's the most prolific scorer on court. Pillier with 40 from 42. Carter now out hunting. Pillier had the circle to himself momentarily. Lee. That was a little too easy, but contact from Forcadilla. And Queensland makes something of it. They seem to be scoring off the turnover and then just
throwing it away.
Yeah, give it back just as easy. Kerr. Carter. Levy with the front hold. And again, front space for Junior Levy. Margin 9, 2.5 to go. Forcadilla trying to ensure some patience from the New South Wales side. I think it's safe to say now that New South Wales are home and hosed. Margin 10, 2 minutes to go. Slattery off Afuni. They'll take the throw in, they'll take the game, they'll take the title. Forcadilla, Philpott, called for a step.
Queensland is struggling to get through this transverse line. Once they get it down there, they're all right. Easy ball there.
It hasn't been there for long enough periods to be able to make a difference in the game. And I've said it before, but it was a great start from New South Wales. They led 11-4. I think it was about 7 minutes gone in the first term. And the margins hovered thereabouts all game. Queensland just haven't had the answer to Patrick Pillier. They notch 60. It's their biggest score against Queensland for the week. And in fact, 50 goals by Queensland is their biggest score for the week against New South Wales. So nice to see we could have a free-flowing, high-scoring contest. Slattery, Lee. Time for one more for New South Wales, Queensland, but it won't make a difference to the end result.
He still wants to go early.
With Header, he's just keen to get his hands some more ball and deny Queensland a goal.
The bench is up ready for New South Wales.
Looking for one more shot. Carter gets his hand to it. Doesn't matter anyway. New South Wales are back-to-back champions in the men's open division. 61-52 over Queensland. The margin was 7 at quarter time. It was just far too much to rein in the end. Page, New South Wales, pretty good from start to finish.
Yeah, I thought their attack especially was just very slick. I thought they were patient with the ball, and then when the ball speed needed to come, it happened. And I think they always had 2 to 3 options, which made it very hard for Queensland to turn over the ball.
So Queensland, look, they'll be happy to have made the final. They didn't last year on the Gold Coast. They were bitterly disappointed. They got knocked out in straight sets in the finals. But they made a comeback with a pretty young team. Dave Mills, last thoughts from you?
Very proud of the Queenslanders. They fought and fought and fought. Bitterly disappointed. We wanted the title, but they worked very hard in there. It's a young side. 6 of the starting 7 last year retired, so it's a great effort there. Michael Kiker coaching his last ever match in netball, not just for this team. Pretty much the result is a fair result. New South Wales were just hungrier today. They went for the ball quicker. They went harder. Good output by Queensland. Like when they worked out how to get it to Levy, 52 goals. He probably scored most of them. Was pretty good, but in the end, there was just too many guns in too many positions for the New South Wales. Great for the future for Queensland. It's going to be a great competition years coming forward.
Now the pressure's on for New South Wales to go for the hat-trick next year. The host state for the 2019 Australian Championships will be announced tonight at the AMNA Awards. We'll post that on social media as soon as it is announced.
Paige, you have to determine who you're going with for the TV man of the match.
It was a very tough choice. I thought the attack end for New South Wales was outstanding. Obviously the changes happened rapidly, but I'm going to have to say the man that finished at goal defence, Taylor Glassy, I just thought he was phenomenal in attack, bringing the ball down. I thought he was always there as an option, and in defence, just tenacious. And that's what you want to see from your goal defence. So I think today he was phenomenal.
He sure was, particularly when he had to shift back to goal defence when Josh Byron left the court. He was pretty phenomenal. He restricted Stephen Kerr. In fact, Stephen Kerr didn't put a goal up in that second half, and whilst the Avenue was trying to probably beat a Junior Levy for the most part, it was very, very difficult for Queensland to score. Stay with us and we'll have the presentations for both teams very soon. That was the last game for the 2018 Australian Championships. And New South Wales will be pretty happy they came out on top. Teresa Tahiri, coach of New South Wales, is all smiles. He's getting round to every player. Stay with us for the match presentation.
Could I please now ask the very valiant and tough challengers of Queensland Men's Opens to come up, runners-up 2018.
I've kept all the sheets, so but I haven't written it down, but I should be able to remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we thank Queensland? And I can't say I'm not a little bit happy about announcing this one. The winners of the 2018 National Championships, New South Wales. Patrick Pye, Eugene Lee, Patrick Jensen, Adam Slattery, Taylor Glassy, Matt Materi, Josh Byron, Val Horn, Antoine Staliski, Cameron Powell, Liam Forcadilla, Stephen Philpott, Super Coach Teresa Tahiri, and Lorraine Tahiri, the New South Wales Opens. And physio, Nadine George.
Oh my God.
Welcome back here to the closing stages of the Open Men's Final. I'm joined by the losing Queensland captain, Junior Levy. Tough game today, my friend.
Yeah, I think the better team won on the day. I think just proud of the boys, gave it their all, but New South Wales were better today. That's just the way sport goes.
We scored the most we'd scored against them for this competition thus far, like 52 goals, the most we scored. So the output was there, just couldn't stop them bringing the ball down the court.
Yeah, I think just probably the difference was their attack end was just aggressive the entire time. They didn't stop running, and I think we started off the back foot and we just couldn't get in front from there.
Your team, basically a new team from this year, like 6 of the starting 7 retired from last year. They only stuck around, and Stephen Kerr, of course. It's a bit of a new look side. You must be proud of the way the boys played.
More than anything, I think what we showed was that Queensland has the depth of talent to take it, and I think we could have went all the way today, but I'm super proud of all the new boys. Like, we got some new blood that unfortunately some injuries cost us a few players, but we're here.
Absolutely, you did an amazing job. Appreciate your time. I know it's difficult after a loss. Thanks very much, Junior Levy.
Thanks, Dave. So we're also going to cross back with Paige Hadley's selection for the medals to go player of the game, Taylor Glassy from New South Wales. We will now head back down to Dave Mills.
My first time, so I took last year off, and to come back here this year and take it out with this great bunch of guys is awesome.
You must be very proud of the way you've slotted back in quite easily into the side.
Oh, it took a bit of time at first, a lot of training beforehand, but yeah, these boys made me feel welcome, and so did Teresa, so it all worked.
Well, it's good to have you back because you are a Sonics player, so you're up for selection again, which is fantastic. New South Wales seem to be the powerhouse of men's netball at the moment.
This year we were, and next year we'll hopefully come back bigger, faster, better, stronger.
Trust me, my friend, the three-peat is difficult. I hope you do it. Congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, mate.
And that's back to Michael now for the closing wrap-up of today's coverage.
Thanks, Dave. So it's been a massive 2018 Australian Men's and Mixed Championships. Paige, thanks so much for your time over the last couple of days. I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've absolutely loved it. It's something completely different. Obviously, I've played against the men, but I haven't really watched a lot of them play against each other. So the intensity is just phenomenal, and I think watching their structures is pretty incredible. So I know I can take a lot away from actually watching, the wing attack and the centre from these guys.
So stay tuned to Paige, and thanks also to Abby McCulloch. They'll be lining up for the New South Wales Swifts this year. Thanks also to Julie Fitzgerald, the Giants coach, for joining us this week. Also, thanks to all our commentators. Thanks to all of those who have tuned in from right around the world. Really appreciate you tuning in and enjoying the sport as much as we have enjoyed broadcasting it. Thank you very much to Game Clothing for their partnership in bringing the live stream to life. We look forward to seeing you in October in Adelaide for the 2018 Australian Men's and Mixed Trans-Tasman Cup against New Zealand. So on behalf of AMNET TV and all the crew here in Sydney, my name's Michael Hutchinson, and we'll see you very soon.